You know, it's truly official that you've become a nerd whenever you get really excited about the changes and upgrades that Google Forms has put into place. So I'm not going to pretend that I'm not a nerd. I know I am because I absolutely love this and I'm excited to share it with you today. So if you go to Create and you go to Form, it used to be that whenever the form popped up for you to be able to start putting in all of your options and questions and whatever information it is that you're wanting to gather, that a box would pop up for you to choose a theme. And that is no longer happening. So as of right now, it would just be a plain theme. So I didn't much care for a lot of the Google form themes. Several years ago, a long time ago, they had a lot to choose from. And then they upgraded it, went to a very few, like balloons and different things that looked just not good. And then recently they've upgraded them to give you about 20 options that were actually, they looked pretty good. And now they have changed it so that you can have total control now over your theme. So if you go to change theme, and then you can see that you can copy another theme from another form if maybe you have one that you really like to use over and over again. But you have all of these different options down here. Now, these actually look pretty good. I like a lot of them, but if I want to make it exactly what I want to make it, I can use this very first basic one and hit the customize button to really make it exactly match my website or a specific theme of information that I'm gathering. So that's what I really, really like. So I'm just going to go down the list. I'm going to show you what each of these do so that you have a better understanding of what Google form themes can do for you. So header image, that's the first one. So right now it's just blank white. It doesn't have anything. And notice that as soon as I hit the change theme button, it took me out of the editing questions format and took me to what the theme is going to look like. So I can see it as I start changing things live, exactly what it's going to look like when I put this on my website or I send out the link for people to fill out the form. So if I go to choose image, then I have quite a few different options in different categories that I really do like a lot of their options. They're high quality stock images. The clip art type of ones look good. So there's a lot from which to choose in here, and I strongly suggest going through and looking at them. What I really like also is that on some of them, they're animated. So they've used flash animations, animated GIFs for you to be able to use in there for your images. So I really, really like those. Also, you have the option to go to one of your albums. If you have pictures in a Google Picture album, you can choose those, or you can just upload your own right from here. Just drag and drop the image right in here, or go navigate to where you have one saved. I went ahead and I grabbed our logo off of our website, and I want to show you just quickly how that looks. Now, it's a small logo, so you can put it in the middle if you want to put it in the middle, or if you want it to stretch all the way across, then you can do that. It's not going to look good with this logo because it's such a low quality, so it ends up looking grainy and not great. But just know that you have the option to put in whatever you want at the top of your Google form now, which I think is so, so great. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to remove that one, and I'm going to go grab one of the animated ones just because I think they're pretty cool. And we're in the middle of baseball playoff time, so I'm going to go ahead and choose that one. So again, it doesn't take up the entire width of the form unless I hit fit to width, and then it's the very top, which I'm going to leave it like that for this demo. So title is obviously right there. I have some options now. I can change the font style, so I can make it look whatever I've chosen here. I can make it bold, I can make it larger, smaller. I can also change the color, so if I want it to match my background, I can do that. So looks pretty good. Description, I don't have the description enabled here, but if I go back to edit questions, you can see that there is a place for that where it would appear right under your title of your form. So that's same kind of thing. I can change my font style, color. Same thing for your questions. So my first question, if I wanted to make all my questions one color, I could do that. So, and then the next one is help text, and I actually don't have the help text enabled, but again, if I go to my edit questions, you're going to see that's where that would go under each question. If I wanted to put a reminder or something that the students needed to take more information about answering that question, I could give them some help text there. So that would be changing the font and style and color for that. Same thing for your options. That's for your multiple choice options. So right down here, if you wanted to make all of your questions one color and all of your options another color, that now is something you can do. Form background, I feel like you have to be kind of careful on your form background because your form background is this white area. So if you change that, you know, to maybe green again, obviously you're going to have troubles. I just used the exact same color that I did for my title and now my title disappears. So you don't want to make that same mistake. Leaving it white or gray or something where your text color pops out is going to be something good. So just be careful about that. Same thing for page background. You want to make sure that you're using on your page background something that's complementary to your form. So in this case, you may not be able to see this on the video very well, but they have like it's almost like a white checked image in the background. It's not light blue. So you can see that they have change image. So you could put an image in here and you could have it tile, which is what they've done. They have this little tiny graphic that they've tiled over and over again to make this checked background. So if you have any web backgrounds, you could use those in there, or you could just remove the image altogether, which takes away that little check and just leaves it light blue. And now I can just change the background color to make it a little bit more complementary of what I have in my form. So that kind of matches the dirt in the baseball diamond, but it's whatever you want it to be. So just know that you have the option to make it an image background or just a plain solid color background. So these are all of the options on your themes. If you decide that you want to just use one of the basic ones, you absolutely can do that. We'll change it right back. So just know that you have a lot of play and wiggle room to make your form look exactly how you want it to look, to embed it in your website and make your site look really slick, or send it out into an email, or just post the link for people to be able to visit and fill out your form and have the theme look exactly like what you want the information from which the information you're gathering to kind of correspond. So have fun, enjoy.